Guys, NIO stock has been on fire lately. Of course, we still have some way to go before we come back to that $60 mark on the highs, but we are really not that far away. And now on yesterday's 7% rally, things are really starting to heat up. The drop NIO saw these recent months was really without any true reason other than a market rotation from growth to value, and perhaps supply chain concerns when it comes to the semiconductor shortage. On the other hand, the massive rally we are seeing now is actually for good reason. These past couple of days have seen plenty of great announcements coming from NIO and even Xpeng for that matter, and just today NIO confirmed the rumors about creating an entire sub-brand targeting the lower end electric vehicle market. Although it's not completely official from them yet, we still had some very credible reports being released, as well as some insider information, so we could probably call that confirmed at this point. But let's talk about the latest news on their second factory, as well as what I am personally doing with my NIO stock right now. So guys, make sure to watch all the way to the end so you don't miss anything today. First of all, I haven't been very active on YouTube these past couple of weeks, but that does not mean that I'm not investing. I have been holding my NIO stock and I'm even in the green right now since I got in before the run last year, as well as on this crazy dip we have seen. We are actually up about 50% from the lows NIO had around a month ago. So looking at the stock chart, it seems like the $45 levels are crucial for us to break right now, as there isn't that much overhead resistance past that. But of course, no one can see into the short-term future, so we'll have to just wait and see. But regardless, the $30 levels we had was just ridiculous, and it was an absolute bargain in my opinion. Imagine absolutely nothing happening or changing about the company that is negative while its stock drops to half its market cap really. In fact, we have seen some great updates coming out from NIO, and they seem to keep up with their delivery projections just fine. Of course, they are capped right now due to their limited factory capacity, but even with these production numbers, they still have the top selling electric SUVs in China right now. And now, just yesterday, CEO of NIO, William Li, announced that NIO's second factory in Hefei has begun construction and that production is scheduled for the third quarter of next year. This might seem like quite a long time, but this kind of scaling is not an easy feat, and with NIO being this far ahead on the second factory, they are already in a great position to dominate the world's largest electric vehicle market. With their current factory, I can see NIO hovering right around that 100,000 delivery mark for 2021, and now this second factory is expected to have an annual capacity of 1 million vehicles. So the deliveries will just skyrocket, and if they still manage to max the capacity after that, I mean, NIO stock would be in the multiple hundreds of dollars by then. I'm sure I will go into more details about the second factory in some other video, because there's tons to talk about. But for now, let's move on to rumors about NIO releasing a new brand, now getting confirmed. TechPlanet's report yesterday revealed that NIO is assembling a team internally to secretly create a new lower-end sub-brand that will target a new market, being priced around $31,000. As of right now, NIO is the only local Chinese brand that has a firm foothold in the high-end market, where it is selling for at least $56,000. And in the cheapest possible scenario, where customers decide to go for the battery rental service or BAS, if customers do decide to go for that, the purchase would still be $45,000. So it is obviously going well at this point, but it can be very beneficial for NIO to use the momentum and brand awareness they have built through the high-end market to actually get exposure in a different market. Now, according to TechPlanet, this project is still in the confidential stage, with not even the name being finalized, but we do know that it is real and that they are currently building a research and development team for this project in Shanghai. This new brand targets consumer groups with 2 to 5 years of work experience, and it will take a differentiated route from NIO's current high-end positioning, but still still it will not be very low end according to the report. Keep in mind guys that NIO has tried to get in the lower end market a couple of times now through joint ventures with GAC and Chang'an Automobile, but for the long term really, it is clear that creating their own brand will be the best. According to William Li himself, they are actively looking to enter the mass market more aggressively, which is a long-term strategy for them. If NIO actually launched this lower end model, that would probably put a lot of pressure on the other electric vehicle lower end companies that are trying to make it in China. There is just so much competition right now in the early stages, and the advantage NIO has built by being one of the first movers in this market can be huge in this case, where supply chains are already established and where production capacity will go crazy as early as next year. Interestingly, it seems like high-end brands like NIO rotating into lower priced models tend to be successful, while the opposite is extremely difficult. And with NIO being able to carry over all their technological advancements into this new sub-brand, guys, I think it's totally great news. It not only give NIO the opportunity to expand into different markets in China and find new avenues for constant exponential growth, it also diversifies the business and spreads out the business risk between the sub-brands. They effectively share the business risk between the sub-brands, increasing the chances of success in this quite risky expansion phase. Alright guys, so with this said, what am I doing personally with my NIO stock right now? And do I think it is worth buying at these current levels? I thought NIO was a good buy for long-term investors, even at the $50 levels and even at the $60 levels, to be completely honest. And for those of you who are prepared to hold for years to come, these current levels look very attractive. I am quite happy with my own position right now, but if I didn't own any NIO stock, I would get into it. Of course, that is because I personally like the company. If you want to invest in NIO stock, I urge you to do your own research and make sure that you actually like the company and like the fundamentals and their business, and you have, belief in the stock and its future growth before you get into it, and that you don't buy just because someone else on YouTube has NIO stock. Personally, I am still very much expecting NIO to get into triple digits and beyond, and obviously it is a bit more of a long-term stock investment rather than some quick gamble. But of course, remember, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. And so guys, with that, I'll conclude today's video. If you're new here, by the way, my name is Sam and welcome to the channel. We are finally back to more regular uploads now that I am done with my classes for this semester, so be on the lookout. Here I talk about various different interesting growth stocks, investments, probably also cryptocurrency soon, that I just think have promise for the future and will do big things. Also sometimes talk about more short term, a bit more momentum or meme stocks, you could say, so we'll see what will happen in the future. Anyways, if you liked this particular video, then please press that like button. It is the absolute best way you can support me and support the channel, and it helps this particular video reach out to more people and simply spread the message about NIO. Also, if you watched all the way to this point and if you enjoy this content, of course, then why not subscribe to the channel and join our community. Guys, as always, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, which will be quite soon.